upon it, and it collapsed, and great was its fall. But Jesus finished by saying, I say these things, that the end of the first 5 major discourse of Matthew 5, he's reminding them that if you trust in him and build on his foundation, that he is the one that's able to help you today. Oh, you got to build on a firm foundation. I know we're just 19 days into the month of January, into the 3rd week and moving on now. The month is going to be gone, but I come by to tell you, start this year on a solid foundation. Don't worry about last year. Just make up in your mind, I tried it all I could, but I kept messing it up. But I'm going to start on a solid foundation this year. I'm going to trust in the Lord. I'm going to lean and depend on him. I'm going to take him at his word. I'm going to walk by faith and not by sight. I'm going to work on it every day of my life. You see, it's all I can do to make it from day in and day out. You just got to build on a firm and solid foundation. I'm so glad that I made up my mind that you got to trust him and lean and depend on it. You got to take him at his word. You got to know and understand that our God is able today. If you just take him and build on a firm foundation, it doesn't mean you're not going to have trial. It doesn't mean you're not going to have tribulation. It doesn't mean you're not going to have ups and downs. But I come by to tell you, if you trust him, it doesn't matter what come your way. The wind may blow, the storms may come, but if you're on a firm and solid foundation, he's able to sustain you. Ought to have some help up in here this morning, that every now and then life doesn't deal me a fair hand, but I made up my mind, it doesn't matter what come my way. I'm going to trust in the Lord. I'm going to lean on him. I'm going to depend on him. I'm going to take him at his word. I might get blown here and there. The waters might beat upon me, but I'm going to take him at his word. I come by to tell you, stand on a firm foundation. Stand on a solid foundation. Trust in him, and he will take care of you. I'm glad about it. Oh, yes, he will. He'll take care of you. He'll bless your life. He'll make a way out of no way. I tried him for myself, and I'm here to tell you, it might get rough. It gets tough sometimes, but just hold on to God's unchanging hand. When you can't say nothing else, just say, Lord, have mercy. Lord, help me to make it. Lord, keep me day by day. Oh, he'll take care of you. He'll bless your life. Yeah. The text says that they say, we got to build. He that heareth these words of mine and doeth them is likened unto a wise man. And you see, it's wise. It's wise to follow his instruction. Read it for yourself. It's written in red. Jesus has said, he that followeth my word, follow me, is wise. Honey, there's no other way you're going to make it outside of the will of God. Outside of the will and way of Jesus Christ, there's no way you're going to survive. It might look good. It'll last for just a little while, but it's going to fizzle away. It's going to blow away. The only profit you have and the assurance is to follow him and take him at his word. David shows us that when we get beside ourselves and start depending on our own strength, we are subject to error and fall. Oh, yes, we are. David had everything at his disposal, had it all, and was a man after God's own heart. But then when he forgot about where his help came from, the Lord didn't do, God Jehovah didn't do anything, but just let him run on till his energy ran out. And David had to come back in Psalm 51 and say, Lord, create within me a clean heart and renew within me the right spirit. You see, if you just messed up, just fess up and tell him the truth about it. And tell him, Lord, I need your help. I didn't make a wise decision. I did some things that were not comfortable. I did some things that were not godly. I need your help and your direction. The text says that he said, and then will I confess unto them, nevertheless, know you and depart from me, ye that your work was in iniquity, when he was talking about those that would not do his word. But let me tell you, verse 25 says, and the rains descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not. No matter how rough it might get, trials, tribulations, troubles, sickness, sorrow, disappointment. All of these things gonna come. But if you're standing on a firm foundation, they might buff you, but they can't take you out. You